Hey guys, it's me, Pokemon Jailbear HD, and today we are going to catch up on IPA Season 7 because it finished quite a while ago and I never uploaded like the second half of the season, and I enjoyed this season very much so, and I have wanted to record these, but it's never really found a time where I really was going to do it, and I guess motivation of I've been on and off of like, oh, I really like recording videos, and then I'm like, oh fuck this, I don't want to do it anymore like over and over. But I do want to for sure get this season done, as the IPA is my home league. I am an admin. I've been in the league for like now I guess more than half of its existence, since we're currently in season 8, so definitely want to finish doing this, promote this league, as it is my favorite league. I have most of my close friends in Pokemon are all in this league, so for anyone watching that isn't already in the IPA, honestly you can hit me up for a server invite, because we allow everyone in the server. It's just we just want to have a good time and enjoy Pokemon together. So getting that out of the way, I believe I left off with, this should be week like 6, maybe week 6 or 7. So I think this is I think it's 7. So we're gonna cover weeks 7, 8, 9, and 10 of the season. So that's 2 more rematches plus 2 battles that we or with people that we had not faced yet. But coming off the loss against Max, we have now 2 losses and should be 4 wins, so 4 and 2. But we're still doing really well at this point. We're in we are now, though, I believe tied record-wise with Max, but differential we are a good amount ahead. So we are still winning the division, and that's very important to try to make playoffs. I'm gonna go since these happened a while ago, I'm gonna go over the team very briefly, just so that there's an idea of what these are. So first off, we have Iron Ball Miltank, because Bob picked up what's it called, the big brick wall stupid thing, Stakataka, and that thing ruins my team because my team's relatively fast. Like, I think the slowest thing is probably the Mega T-Tar. So that thing destroys me. So I'm max defense and Iron Ball to make sure I'm slow, and minus speed nature, make sure I'm slow. And so this is the only thing that stops me from losing straight up to Sakataka under Trick Room. Then we have Stealth Rock, just strong attacking Mega T-Tar with Stone Edge Superpower and Taunt. Then we have Mienshao, Life Orb, Regenerator with High Jump Kick, Poison Jab, Hidden Power Ice, and U-Turn. Hidden Power Ice being for the Lando T. Then we have Excadrill for, just Soft Sand, because Earthquake boosting is nice. Mold Breaker, because we don't really need the speed boost. And I don't remember what was potentially levitating, but yeah, Mold Breaker. Again, happened a while ago. Then we have Volcarona, just 3 attacks, Fire MZ. And then we have pretty classic Manaphy being Leftovers with Tail Glow, 3 attacks. I will switch over to the battle. And yes, all of this is going to be live editing and music, so this is Little V, awesome Pokemon music. But yeah, so here we have what Bob ended up bringing. Like I told you earlier, Stakataka literally destroys my team, and barring the Miltank and Landorus is just a huge threat, so that's why I am mixed Mienshao, but we'll just get right into the battle, as he's going to lead off with the Comfey, and I lead off with my Mienshao, since I can U-turn on most things. But since Comfey has the priority Draining Kiss, I ain't risking that, but he actually goes for Hidden Power, and it's neutral, and crit, it's whatever, but it's neutral, so I'm assuming it's fire or ground, to hit the Excadrill. So I'm actually going to Quiver Up and then immediately just go for my Z move because I want to just kill something, honestly. And the only thing it wouldn't kill is the Drotagon. So I go into my T-Tar on the Drotagon because I'm not sure what it wants to do, but I don't want my Volcarona to have to take either a Glare or a Rock move, so it ends up being that Glare as we just exchange rocks as I get my Mega off, so I'm bulkier and stronger, as well as getting the Sand up. Now I go into my Miltank because I'm not sure what this really wants to do, but now that I've seen he has Stealth Rock, Glare, and Dragon Tail gets revealed, he's clearly a very support set, and since I have a lot of setup, that makes perfect sense. As I'm just going to go for Stone Edge, since I figure he's just going to Dragon Tail again, as he does. I miss, it's whatever, and then I get Dragon Tailed into my Volcarona, so it's going to die to rocks. I do have Rapid Spin, but I'd rather just get a good attack on it, so I go for Bug Buzz as he reveals the final move in Gunk Shot. So I've seen the full set. It's not a big deal that Volcarona, while it could have won, it's not a big deal that it's gone because I still have ways to win this game. And now I can just Hidden Power Ice in case he switches into that Lando, as well as it kills the Drotagon. But he goes back into Comfy, and so I'm gonna go into my T-Tar as he goes for Hidden Power, so it is resisted. Now I know it's fire. And I went into T-Tar because it negates the priority of no, that's Prankster, my bad. I just kind of sacking this. Let's be real. But I taunt this because that's my way of stopping him from just like setting up all over my face, as Draining Kiss does nothing, and my Stone Edge actually just knocks it out, which is amazing since I'm max attack adamant. Yeah, you can tell I haven't done this in a while. But now in comes this Behemoth. I have superpowers, my other moves specifically for it, as I actually get parried. So as he's scouting for it, which he goes into his normal type, which I guess I feel like the scout probably would have been better to go into Landorus, but I guess since he was Choppleberry, it makes sense that he could scout the he could scout me anyway. So he goes for that wish, then switches out into the Lando. So now I'm -2 attack, but I actually switched also into my into the I keep wanting to call it the nicknames, but Mienshao on that, as he actually goes for Rock Polish here, which now I'm like, oh wait, does he just win? As he's gonna Z move. Thankfully it doesn't kill because I'm like max HP, but Surf doesn't kill him either. So I'm like, again, does he just win? This is very scary, but because since he didn't Swords Dance, he does not just win, thankfully. But Miltank's the only thing that can take a hit at this point, so I have to go into it, as Earthquake's gonna hurt, but I have to attack right now. Like, I can't let this do anything. If he had Swords Dance, I think he just wins, in all honesty, since I couldn't kill it, but I think he assumed I could kill it. So if I was offensive, he kills me. So he's gonna go for Trick Room as I can heal up, and then he's gonna go for Gyro Ball and find out that he does no damage to me because of the Iron Ball. So he's gonna go for Stone Edge, doesn't really do a whole lot more, and I can start cursing up. And I mean, that's pretty much a game. Like, he has to crit me now to even be able to do anything, and I can just keep cursing up and keep myself healthy to where I can beat this. Except the only problem is my only move is Body Slam, so I am gonna have to. It's gonna take a while to beat this thing. So if I recall correctly, I mean I just win with this. So I'm gonna honestly just speed up, and yeah, he's gonna just go for all his moves. I'm just gonna keep Body Slamming until I can win this game. So thankfully Iron Ball really came in clutch to make sure that I didn't just lose the Stack Attacker, because I would have, but definitely Landorus could have beaten me very easily. I think if he was Dual Dance, I don't remember if he was, but I want to say he was, so I guess that's kind of a misplay on his part. But then again, I could have had Ice Beam, I could have, so I mean, if he I guess it was just did he want to go for game or not. So that is gonna be the first game. week 7, so now we're 5-2 at this point. A lot of differential. I don't have the exact, and I'm not gonna bother, but we're gonna go back to the team builder to remind ourselves, because this is reminding both you and me of the team. So now, next up is gonna be Tristan. Rematch yet again. And so we have Ditto. I'm assuming it's Hidden Power Fire, because he has a Kartana. I think, yeah, Kartana, I'm pretty sure. Then we have Crobat with Shark Beak. Last time we brought Bandit, and it really did a lot of work. And Heat Wave again for Kartana with Roost Defog. So I mean, I'm just gonna spam flying moves because I don't think he has the best resist, if I remember correctly. Then again, this is all just off memory. We'll show a team preview soon. Miltank is gonna be similar to last game, except that it's max Spadef and actually has leftovers this time, but pretty much the same exact set. Body Slam, Heal Bell, Milk Drink, Curse. Then we have Rest Talk, Defensive, Manaphy, because I have nothing for Infernape, really. Like, this is the only thing on my whole team that really switches into it nicely. So, that's definitely a necessity, just because if it didn't get Gunk Shot, I would have loved to bring Mega Altaria, but Gunk Shot's an issue. Then we have Scarf, Mold Breaker, Drill, pretty standard, Earthquake, Iron Head, Rapid Spin. Didn't need another coverage move, so I put Stealth Rock on it since I didn't have it elsewhere, and couldn't fit it on Miltank. Then we have, what is this, Charty Berry. Again, Infernape could be Scarfed, I wouldn't be shocked, but Fire Blast, Bug Buzz, Psychic, Quiver Dance, so again, 3 attacks, Quiver, just because I assume I need the coverage. Again, I'm saying assume because I don't remember, but yeah, his team, first time was super fat. This time he, after his bunch of his moves mid-season, his team was a lot more offensive. So yeah, I don't have switch-ins to a whole lot of things, to be honest. So this will be I have to be very careful not just losing to the overwhelming offense. So I'm gonna lead off with my Crobat, as it's fast. He leads off with his Raikou. But I don't have U-turn, so I have to hard switch because I don't want to risk anything. As he goes for Volt Switch, because I'm max Spadef, so I don't mind taking it, which that does a good amount of damage. But now he sees I'm leftover, so he knows I'm not Chople, like thick fat. So Infernape can just come in, click whatever it wants. He chooses U-turn as I have to go into my Manaphy, and then that lets him go back into his Raikou. So this is a cycle I am not thrilled with. So I'm like, you know what, whatever. He can't kill me in one hit, I don't think, so I go with Excadrill, as he does predict that nicely with the Aura Sphere, as I go for Earthquake, because I'm like, whatever, I'm already damaged, and he is Shucka, so he does live, unfortunately, but now, since I know he has Aura Sphere, that means he is just good information to know that he is the Rash nature, or whatever, but it doesn't actually matter that much for the sake of my team, due to the speed tiers. So I kill it, then in comes the Kartana, as I stay in because I don't think it can knock me out with any one hit if it's Scarfed, and I am, like, other than like a Psychic move, but it's not great coverage for my team, so I take the knockoff and destroy him with a Heat Wave as he goes into Sylveon, which I don't have a poison move and I don't want it to Psyshock me, so I'm going to switch out into my specially defensive Mon, which is the Miltank, and I can Body Slam anything, and I get the Infernape with a Para, which is huge, obviously. Like, it's faster than most of my team, so he gets fully parried on my switch to Manaphy, which again, really sucks for him, puts him in a really bad position, and I can just throw off a Scald, it doesn't matter what it hits, his team is pretty offensive, so Sylveon, if it's not, choice can be, a solid switch in, but otherwise, he doesn't have any switch-ins that want to take the residual damage, and based off of the hidden power play earlier, and now you see the Hyper Voice, he's definitely appears to be a choice Mon, so I want to say it might have been Scarfed, I forget what it was, but I can Milk Drink, I assume it is, because he's not destroying me, so I can Milk Drink off. I want to say the Infernape ended up being Bandit, but I don't remember for sure, so I'm just going to Milk Drink up again, because I want to be as healthy as possible, as I can just go into my yeah, it's definitely Bandit. That did so much. I can go back into my Manaphy on the Infernape, as that's what it's designed to do, and yet again, I can just throw off Scald, but next time now I can't switch. Well, I can still switch into the Infernape because of it being parried. Like, that's huge that I'm faster. So in comes, so the Lottie Mega Evolves, goes for T-Bolt, does no damage because I'm max Spadef, so I can just throw off, not throw off, I can Milk Drink to make sure I'm healthy, because I don't know if he has Draco or something like that, but he actually makes a good switch into Infernape, but since it's paired, I'm faster, so he has to fear me just going for the Scald, as that is exactly what I do. Chip the Mega Latios just a little bit, but not going to do a whole lot. Like, obviously burn is what I'm fishing there. As he's going to go for T-Bolt again. He pairs my Miltank, but that's not a big deal. I have Heal Bell if I really need to. And he just goes for T-Bolt again. Maybe thinking I might switch, but I Heal Bell off that para, so I am not having to worry about that, as I can just heal up. And now he has gone for close combat like just about every time, so I'm gonna go into my my Crobat. I was okay with sacking it at this point, but I kind of figured he was going for close combat over the fire move, so this just gives me a roost, honestly. And he goes into Sylveon, which I don't think I kill from this range, so I'm not risking anything, as he's just gonna go for Hidden Power again. But Miltank coming in. It walls at this point in my, like, at least I'm thinking the Mega Latios and the Sylveon, as well as potentially the Greninja, but he switches it hard in and he gets parried, so I'm just, this Miltank is just being unfair. As he actually goes for low kick with the Greninja, dies to Life Orb. It does just a little over half, so I know I'm paralyzing, but I mean, that's why I have Body Slam, so it's really nice. And now I can just go into my Manaphy on the Infernape yet again, because I don't need to risk the Crobat at this point, since it's now healthier. And I don't need this anymore at all. Like, it's the Infernape's parried, so I can deal with it. And now I can go into Ditto, check out his set. I want to say I saw on his set that, like, the only thing he had to hit himself was like Ice Beam, so I was like, I'm not locking into Ice Beam. So I switch into Miltank, as Ice Beam into Thunderbolt does not kill me, thankfully, and I can Milk Drink up. So I mean, Miltank game yet again, it's just coming in super clutch. And I'm just going to go for Body Slam, as I feel like he's going to switch like he has been doing with the Infernape. And I think he might be faster than me, so I have to switch into the Crobat. Because at this point, I think Miltank just wins once the Infernape is gone, so I don't care about any of the other mons at this point. So he can, now that I've seen his set, and I'm pretty sure T-Bolt, Ice Beam are the only moves he has to hit, or like attacking moves, so I can just go into Miltank. As long as I don't get crit, I can take these for days, and I can just Body Slam him down. And so I'm pretty sure that's should be how the game ends, honestly. Because I have Curse, yeah. So I can Curse up, and I can then make sure I beat him down a little quicker. So that's the game. Curse Miltank wins 2 games in a row, which is really nice. So then now we're 6-2, in really good position. Max is still keeping up with us record-wise, so that's annoying. But we are way ahead in differential, so especially picking up 2 4 wins in a row. So, oh yeah, you can't see this, my bad. Go back to team builder mode. But yes, next up is Ethan for week 9. He doesn't at this point he doesn't have the best of records, so I hope that means I can ride my momentum and still win this. But then again, he's in the relegation area right now, so he has the extra motivation to beat me, that's for sure. So either way, we got Black Sludge, Brave Bird, Heat Wave, Defog Roost. Why am I bringing? I'm bringing the exact same set but with Black Sludge basically. We have Mega T-Tar with Stone Edge, Crunch, Superpower, Stealth Rock. So just basically, man, I'm recycling sets now that I'm looking back at this, but but basically the same thing I brought against Bob, but you know, just max attack Adamant, but with Split F investment, so I can take on some of the special attackers, but also just get up rocks and threaten. Then we have Wiki Berry on the Manaphy this time, Surf, Ice Beam, Energy Ball, Tail Glow. Then we have Choice Banded Sand Rush, Drill with Shadow Claw, because I'm assuming he has, I would have to guess Scoregeist based off this, but we'll find out. Then Choice Scarf, Regenerator, Mienshao with High Jump Kick, Stone Edge, Knockoff U-Turn. And then, yet again, 3 attacks, Volcarona, Buginium this time, Psychic as the coverage move, and let's see. Oh, maybe it's. So I'm not sure if he. I guess he didn't bring whatever Shadow Claw was for, because it does less to Necrozma. But yeah, regardless, should be Mega Lopunny on this team. But he has the regular T-Tar plus it is Sand Force only Landorus, so definitely threatening to my team because my only ground, resist immunity is the Crobat, so I do have to be careful about that. And since I am banded Drill, I have to and lock into a move. Earthquake obviously does a number to his team as well, though. So once Landorus is gone, extra dunks on him in the sand, especially. But I lead Mienshao as it's Scarfed. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm going to U-turn. I don't think a Volt Switch will kill me if he's Scarf. So I'm going to go into my Tyranitar, as it is very, especially defensive, as he does go for that Volt Switch. And he goes into his Scizor. Obviously, that's a huge threat to me. I don't have Fire Move, so I have to go to my Crobat, as he goes for the U-turn. So he's getting that momentum back in his favor. He goes into his own Tyranitar. And I go into my Mienshao because I do not want to take a rock attack to the face. As he actually goes for Earthquake, expecting me maybe to go into the Drill, since that's my best rock resist. But I wouldn't risk that outright. So he's forced out. I can U-turn. Since I'm Regenerator, I'll get the health back. And I can go into my Manaphy on the Landorus, as it's a huge threat in the sand right now. Earth Power doesn't do a whole lot since I'm a bulkier set, as I can just Ice Beam knock him out. So that's a huge threat gone. Thankfully the bulk comes in clutch. I'm still at 50%, and if I get knocked under the 25, I get my Wiki Berry. As he does go for Stone Edge. I believe that means he is Scarfed if he's faster than me. As I go for Surf, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage since I'm not boosted, but thankfully I get the Wiki Berry, so I'm actually like plus 2% on the turn. And so I know he's Scarfed, and like I said earlier, Landorus just needed to be gone so I could just spam Earthquake. I'm banded, and I'm sped up by the sand, so yeah, goodbye, Mega Lopunny. That's just gonna obviously destroy him as he goes into his Scizor, since he can take the Earthquake. And I'm gonna switch out into my Crobat again, like I did before, because each time a fighting move hits what's in there, but I do have Roost, and I can at least scout out the Scizor with the Crobat, since it's just more of a utility mon in this game, as he locks into Earthquake this time with his T-Tar. So I'm just gonna go right back into my Crobat yet again, since I do know he is Scarfed. So I can't really hit him, but it doesn't matter because he's going for Earthquake. So, and I'm also not, or clearly I'm not that speed invested, because he is actually faster than me. So I can actually Roost on it too if I really need to, but I decide, okay, he's got to switch out. But he doesn't switch out, so he actually gets the Earthquake on my T-Tar. So yet again, I go back into my Crobat since he refuses to switch out, which we both know he's Scarfed Earthquake, so he's just going to keep Earthquaking, I guess. I'm like, whatever, I'll just go back to Crobat since, what else am I going to do? So I Brave Bird into the Raichu. It does a good amount of damage. Sand's going to take it down. It only can take 2 more Sand turns, which it only will take, 1 damage, but I stay in because I'm curious to the set, And again, like, this isn't huge for me to have, as he actually reveals to be Scarf. And so I die to the sand of Brave Birding after Brave Birding the Tyranitar, so I know he's double Scarf now. But since I'm in the sand, I'm faster than everything. I can Earthquake. I get the kill on the Raichu, so I know that's gone. So I guess I'm assuming that's because maybe it's faster than me in the sand, but I'm not sure why he sacked it at that point. And so now that he's bringing up the sand even more, I think he might have misclicked that. But I'm Banded, so I can 2-hit KO his whole team. So it doesn't matter what he does at this point. I get that kill on whatever Mon he decides to sack. So now he has Scarf T-Tar, and then the Scizor, I've only seen U-turn from it at this point, so I'm not sure what it is, but I go for Earthquake. It does a lot of damage, but he can superpower kill me. Crit, I highly doubt mattered. So I go down, but I now can just win this game with Volcarona. I know he's Scarf T-Tar, so I Quiver Dance up once and I'm faster, and there's nothing the Scizor can do to kill me at this point, so yeah, Volcarona just wins the game. That's another 4-0. So we're now, what, 7-2? Our differential again, super high. So we just are in a great position. We technically in the last week, oh yeah, by the way, I Bull Punched a lot. I assume maybe he's Banded, I have no idea. But I just go for the Bug Z move, I don't want to miss Fire Blast. Yeah, so going into the last week, we're still tied with Max in record, but we have differential. So if we win this last week, or if we, as long as we don't get like 6-0'd, I think it was, like we make playoffs, because also the other division in my conference had 2 teams that were very high records. So pretty much we're guaranteed in playoffs at this point. But if we win, we're 100%. And also, I want the bye, because the way that playoffs works is that we are the top seed in each conference gets to have a bye, and so that would be nice to have. And so if we win, and I don't even think the differential matters that much, I think because we were so high in differential compared to everyone else, that we get that. But also the good thing was Josh and Max were playing each other in the last week, and them two plus Cole were the 3 other people that were in playoff contention. So and technically speaking, I think any combo, like a combo of us 3 would make it, but technically all of us could make it and all of us could miss playoffs. It was just I was in the best position at this time, and I'm facing Alex, which Alex is a good friend. He has destroyed me in the past, or almost destroyed me with a Specs Aggron, and he has Aggron this time around, and so I know it's Specs Aggron coming, and I'm actually afraid of it looking at my team, which is sad, but I know it's Specs Aggron, so that's just one thing. And because of that, he likes to do double Mega and regular form, because you can do that in this league. So I believe he has both Mega Beedrill and Beedrill, and then he has Aggron and Mega Aggron on the team. So I imagine it's going to be Mega Beedrill plus Specs Aggron. So that definitely helps in prep in a sense. But again, for this match, Banded, I didn't even use all the EVs. Nice. Banded Extra Duel, but I'm actually Sand Force this time, so I can just really destroy him. Because if he does bring Mega Aggron, I think that's probably the only way to kill him, because it's so stupid fat. But I have Dragon Dance, Mega T-Tar with Dual Stab Superpower. Then we have Waterium Z, Surf Energy Ball, Tail Glow, Rain Dance. So Sweeper, Manaphy, but also could be Breaker depending on what I need. Then we have Choice Scarf Latios with Psyshock, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, Trick. Then we have also Choice Scarf Mienshao, because if I put Trick on it, usually I'm intending to trick something. So that's Mienshao is the more reliable Choice Scarfer. And then lastly, we have Chople Miltank with Seismic Toss, Stealth Rock, and Counter as its main moves. It's max Fizz Def, so I don't remember what fighting type may be, but or something that gets a fighting type move. But knowing Alex, probably for the Victini, so he can't do a whole lot to me because Victini, he is the best user of Victini, so that is always a threat when it's in his hands. And then like I said earlier, technically speaking, Aggron or Beedrill can be Mega, but he's gonna bring Specs Aggron against me, I know it. So he leads off with Beedrill, and I lead off with my Mienshao as I am Scarfed, so he doesn't want to risk that, as I just go for U-turn, because I don't even think I can knock out Beedrill at this point. But that lets me just go straight into my Manaphy. I don't know what he wants to switch into, because honestly this forces his hand a lot, so I can just go for Tail Glow. And he goes for Sucker Punch, does half. Jesus, that is so strong as he reveals to be Life Orb, but Surf just kills him. So that's really nice that that's out of the way. He's going to go back into Beedrill, so he is indeed Mega Beedrill here. As he goes for U-turn, but that actually doesn't kill me. And that lets me just get that Surf off and get another kill with Manaphy. So now I've taken out 2 members. Manaphy has definitely done a nice job, but now that I see what he's doing, I can save it. And I'm going to go into my Miltank. So then now I can actually get up rocks as he goes into his Seismitoad to probably do the same. But he actually goes for Infestation, which I was like, wait, what? What is he trying to trap here? Like, I don't know if he's trying to trap me, but I'm faster than him, so I can just Milk Drink up. As he's actually Power Up Punch, and I'm like, oh god, what did I just... I know it doesn't get a physical water move, but for my team, ground move works just fine. So, yeah, he's Power Up Punching on me, and we actually... so I reveal the counter here, so he can't do too much damage to me, but now that I've revealed the counter, I'm going to go for Seismic Toss since I know I'm faster, as he actually goes for Z Refresh, and that actually allows him to heal up completely, which I was like, whoa, that's really cool. Because so it's like Z Heal Bell. So he goes for Power Up Punch again, because he's trying not to get countered, but and trying to, like, we're just mind games here of who, you know, am I gonna go for the fast or for the, what's it called? I don't know what other moves he has at this point, since I've seen 3 moves. I'm assuming it's Earthquake, but I don't actually know. But I'm just gonna go for Energy Ball at this point. I haven't seen a move that hits what's it called? Latios. So he stays in and he dies to it, so that's nice. Now I'm gonna sack my Manaphy as he goes for U-turn, so he's gonna take those rocks damage again. So I'm really in the driver's seat here as he goes into his Victini, and that lets me just go right back into Latios because I can just Shadow Ball. I know it might not kill, but it does a lot of damage. He can try to kill me, but he goes for Glaciate, which it doesn't even do half, and I'm Scarf, so I'm still faster actually after he goes for that Glaciate. So now he knows I'm Scarf for sure. Lets him go into Beedrill and U-turn again. So I just go into my my Miltank as he actually goes for Tailwind, expecting me to maybe just go for Shadow Ball again and try to just get Aggron to have its best shot to just decimate my team. But I go for counter as I live the U-turn. Does a lot to the Aggron, so Flash Cannon kills me, but I can go into my T-Tar. I know he shouldn't be able to kill me with the Flash Cannon if he's faster, and he is indeed faster, as I can just go for Crunch. So I knock him out. So I thankfully only lost 1 Mon to Specs Aggron because, and he's faster because of Tailwind. But yeah, I have such bad flashbacks. It was such a bad game, man. He literally destroyed my team with Specs Aggron, and I was like, why me? But he wanted to do it again. Thankfully, he didn't get to. Still got a kill, so I'm sure he's happy with that. But Latios just comes in to finish the game. Again, differential didn't matter for me because if I won, I was just the top seed. Like, that was basically it. And so I am top seed going into the playoffs. We finished with 8-2, a butt ton of differential. I think it was around 20, something like that. So solid season. Then we are gonna face so just with all the other results, first round was Cole versus Josh, and the winner faces me. Cole defeated Josh, so Cole is our matchup, and I'll do a little more in depth on the team for that matchup. Although obviously all these games happened quite a while ago, I do remember them better, the playoff ones at least, or one. I can't spoil that. You don't know how many. I mean, if most people watching know how the season ends, but yeah. So playoff game against Cole will be the next one, and then if we win that, that is then the championship game. And so if we do go on to that, that'll be a separate video, since for both of those I do want to talk over the team a little more in depth, and then also the game a little more in depth than I did with these, since these were a while ago. But yeah, if you've watched this, especially to the end, thanks. I mean, I don't expect too many people to watch this video, since I feel like it's been pretty long, and this is a few months old of games, since this game that I just did right now was May 6th. So yeah, thanks a lot, and look forward to the next one if you're actually gonna watch the IPA stuff. And also I will be doing season 8. That nobody's gonna hear this part, but yeah, season 8 already started, and so I'm gonna upload season 8, but I don't feel like uploading any other leagues, so shh. Only gonna do IPA battles, because join the IPA, it's really cool. Bye!